Greetings, Dungeon Crushers. Today we'll be looking at the Summon Carved Horn. In this episode, we'll be looking at Rox, the Sun Guardian, who he is, what his strengths are, and what minimum deck can defeat him. It's important to note that we won't be using top tier heroes, no Kulazars, Green Void or Miklan. Everything will be as fair and accessible as possible so even newcomers understand their capabilities. To craft this item, you'll need the familiar Raven's Tooth Summon. I've covered it in detail in previous videos, so if you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check it out. After crafting and summoning, we're faced with a formidable opponent, Rox the Solar Guardian. Without special preparation and knowledge of his abilities, defeating him is virtually impossible. Now, let's begin our boss preview. The main enemy here is Rox the Solar Guardian. Its complexity lies in its 3 active offensive abilities. The first deals powerful damage to 4 random enemies. The second attacks 4 random enemies again, but ignores the defender and stealth. And the third deals a powerful blow to a single enemy, making it especially dangerous in protracted battles. But the boss's main threat is his defenders. They are what make the battle a real challenge. The first 2 defenders are Vraadin. Their attack deals damage to 3 random enemies, and most importantly, it completely removes all buffs and debuffs. This means we lose all debuffs, which significantly complicates the fight. They also possess the Stealth rune. The second pair of defenders are 2 Roxes. They have a defender rune and 3 active abilities. First, deals powerful damage to 4 random enemies, ignoring the defender and stealth. Second, attacks 4 random enemies. Third, strikes 1 enemy, additionally reducing their health by 20%. Looking at these enemies and their abilities, it's clear they won't be easy to defeat. But there's good news, there are several ways to deal with this boss. What's more, there's a strategy where we can use its own strength against it. Let's look at the first way to defeat the boss. For this strategy, we need heroes who can inflict the rage effect on enemies. The most affordable option is the XT02/6. It's a standard lineup hero that you've likely already gotten. There are 2 other heroes with the same ability, Caboose the Fiend and Sir Troglodyte. However, you can only obtain these once a year, so for the sake of the experiment's integrity, I won't use them. The method is simple. We apply the rage effect to 2 Rox defenders and wait until one of them destroys the other with his special attack, which removes a percentage of health. After the first defender falls, the second begins attacking the main Rox. This way, we use his defense against him. The advantage of this method is that with just one easily accessible hero, we can already attempt to defeat a strong opponent. But there are also disadvantages. The main one is time. It took me 52 minutes to win on my own. To speed up the process and increase your chances, it's best to invite friends. The battle is faster and more fun with company. However, remember, the player who deals the most damage will receive the reward for victory. And one more thing, you need a supply of forges. I used X1 for all my attacks. Now let's look at the second way to defeat the boss. For this strategy, we'll need control heroes. Ideally those who can transform opponents into other creatures. For example, Gog the Wardil, Tatush or Caramel Scales. Important, they need to be pumped up so that the AG parameter is above 10,000. Then they'll be able to use their abilities before the defenders activate their wounds, protecting them from negative effects. And that's how we quickly and easily dispose of the guards. If you don't have such heroes, you can use other controllers. For example, Arbiter of Water, Horg or Thaler. They also need to be upgraded above 10,000 in agility. In this case, we cast control on the defenders, preventing them from activating defensive runes, and then our legendary duo, Dandy and Lord Radors, enters the fray. They'll attack any defenders left without runes, setting them on fire and devouring them. Yes, this method takes a bit longer, but in just a couple of minutes, you'll be able to destroy Rox's guards. Once the defenders are defeated, Rox himself becomes much easier. We defeat him with the standard 230 elite deck, Foima and Edgar during their week. This is exactly the deck I attacked with, and it only took me 18 minutes to win. And if you have top tier runes in your arsenal, your kill rate will be even higher. So let's recap. We've covered two main strategies against Rox, the Solar Guardian. The first is to use his rage effect to force his guardians to destroy each other, then unleash their power against the boss himself. This method is accessible, but it requires time and patience. The second is crowd control. Use crowd control heroes to clear out guards, or ask your friends to clear them out and defeat him with standard 230 elite without top runes. In both cases, the key to victory is proper preparation and an understanding of the mechanics. Even the most formidable opponent will fall if you understand their weaknesses, so choose a strategy that suits your gameplay capabilities. After defeating Rox, your next summon awaits the Chinese Seed. There, we'll face an even more formidable opponent, whom we'll definitely defeat in future videos. You'll also receive loot that can be used to craft new summons and obtain rare runes that will significantly boost your heroes, but more on that in future episodes. And to make this video come out faster, subscribe, like and comment. Your activity motivates me to make new videos, and remember, videos are released on Boosty before YouTube. So if you want to see everything first, check them out.